Actually, they just had a currency split, and now there's not just Bitcoin. There's also there's Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash as well, and they're seeing more currency splits actually coming in the future. And from what I'm reading, they're saying the currency split is actually good for the currency. Yeah, they're saying it's good for the currency because it doesn't allow a particular currency to dominate.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What is this bit currency?
I agree with Bitcoin. I agree with Bitcoin big time.
No. What is it? In a nutshell, what is it?
Yeah.
Right. Get them out first. Don't jeopardize the mission. We're going in on your heels. Jailbreak ends.
Yeah, but that's accessing money that I've earned and goes into a bank account, yeah?
But you...
Well, where's
Right. That's right.
Oh,
that's
so it's like a separate banking entity. Okay.
And there's no government oversight. Exactly.
Oh, so it's not federally insured. That's kind of a problem. Yes. You kind of want your money to be insured federally. I mean,
well, see, the thing is, so look, don't be tricked. Don't be fooled by that. Don't be fooled by that. The reason why they insure your money federally is a part of the technology in itself. Because it ain't really something that's real being insured. The thing about the digital currency is one, it's not traceable. You know, you can't trace it, and that's why the government don't like it, because it's not traceable.
Did you see how much drugs is being purchased with Bitcoin, man?
Yeah.
Okay,
and the thing is, as far as your currency...
So let me introduce this idea so it's digital currency versus physical currency. I get that. So what if somebody creates an algorithm that completely destroys that system?
And that was the beginning of the fall. That's right.
And you have no insurance on that money, and it's all gone. Because guess what? The Feds can't track that money. You never had it.
Yeah, but the thing, but guess what?
The answer to that is the new Bitcoin currency that's out. Right.
But see, what you have to understand is that's the exact same thing that can happen to your money right now. Because do you actually think that when you put your money in the bank, it's still solid?
Oh, I've already been hacked 3 times, and I got all my money back. From Bank of America.
Yeah, but imagine if imagine if the hack on the level that you talking about actually happened and the entire system crashed.
If someone had the capability of hacking into the Bank of America main server and crashing it, they would have already done it.
They do it all the time. Yeah, they do that all the time. That's
But not on the scale that I'm talking about. It's never happened on the scale that I'm talking about. If you have digital currency, like, dude, seriously, like, I'm telling you, there's some nerd in some basement right now eating pizza, clipping away on a program that's gonna fuck your shit up.
You're right, and that's exactly why the other forms of big currency came out. That was the beginning of the end at that time. You're absolutely correct. Absolutely.
That's my only gripe with digital currency is that it's like Facebook, dude. It's like anything you do on the internet is privy to anyone who knows how to find it.
Yeah,
anyone.
He's right.
If I knew how to do it, I could look up every single website that you went to in the past 5 years on one IP address.
But the point they're making, though, but the point they're making is, in listening to your response, you're putting a whole lot of trust into currency that really has no intrinsic value, man. Like, you're still exposed to the same level of risk. Hell, look at you know what I mean? Look at Wall Street. It's not built on really any real commodity.
I won't deny that there's definitely risk in any type of banking entity. Sure,
exactly.
Absolutely. But let's look at the level of banking entities. You know, your Bitcoin versus your Bank of America that's literally worldwide. You know, there's a difference in security, I would think, right?
No, because what is the dollar back behind? It's not even off of gold anymore. So what's the strength of the dollar?
Now you're entering into an entirely different conversation. You're talking about the value of the actual U.S. dollar, which is hovering around 87 cents. I'm aware of what the actual dollar is worth, but we're not talking about that.
Well, no, we're not talking about the amount. We're talking about what makes it assured.
Oh, insured.
That's what we're talking. Yeah, what makes it?
I've already told you that I've had money taken out of my account illegally, and they completely reimbursed me. Like 3 different times. That's called federal insurance. If it happens on a global scale, then there's no one that can stop that. But It hasn't happened yet, and it could possibly happen.
But
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. The gnomes of zero.
Well, I will say from my 34 years of personal experience that I've never been globally hacked in my bank account. I'll say that.
Hey man, there was a dude, man, that was about to break the Bank of Britain and collapse damn near the entire world economy, and they caught him 24 hours before he did it. I saw it on TED Talks for myself. Yeah, I saw it on TED Talks, and they said, and literally,
and also
I don't live in Great Britain though.
You guys have to keep in mind. Hey, on the cool guys, you have to really also keep in mind that when security breaches of that level happen, it's not in the media unless it's leaked.
Absolutely not.
Because they don't want anybody to know that it's possible.
Financial institutes. Oh God,
it's not
will crash. Right. Things will happen to the point where the economy will fall. I get that. I know that. Yes, it's true. You're absolutely right.
I mean,
and you're right about dude. Bank hacking probably happens every second of the day. But on a large scale, I'm talking about vulnerability here. I'm talking about financial institutes who are less vulnerable and more vulnerable. That's what I'm talking about here. And I feel like when you... I'm not completely comfortable with being with Bank of America because I understand that they're the corporation. They're the guy. I get that. But I've never been steered wrong with them. I've never had a bad experience with them. Every single time there was an issue with my account, however small or big, it got taken care of immediately. I mean, I've never.
Agent, the hospital. And you know what? You're not. There's no one in this conversation right now that is disagreeing with you on no level. What we're saying is that the level of trust and assurance you have in Bank of America and the dollar or the yen or the Nikkei or whatever, it's no different than the Bitcoin. At the end of the day, you have no more assurance.
So basically, that's whatever value we put into whatever we're talking about.
I mean, hell, yeah. Look at Wall Street. Absolutely.
Well, Wall Street, you're right. All that's fabricated shit, dude. That's just money that kind of exists and doesn't exist. Just being transferred.
Welcome to world economy. Welcome to world economy.
Exactly. Dude, yeah. I went to high school. I know.
Yeah, no, I'm not challenging your intelligence. We're just saying that. Yeah, we're just saying that literally, like, you're right. We're not. That's not the point we're making. The point we're making is you have just as much assurance as on the dark web with the Bitcoin as you have with any other currency anywhere in the world that's a hard dollar or what have you.
Yeah, thinking you don't is what they want you to believe, so you don't switch currencies.
Yeah, because remember, they literally declared damn near war on Bitcoin, man, when the dark web started making all that money.
In any way, shape, or form in the U.S. economy?
Oh, absolutely. They got ATMs, man. All throughout America and Canada, they got ATMs. That's how profitable it is. If you was gonna make money off of Bitcoin, you should have been in Bitcoin by 3-4 years ago, man. For real. Yeah.
So, this is a corporation? This is a private entity? Like, there has to be an ownership, like...
Yeah, matter of fact,
you guys are actually talking about something that I've never ever heard of in my entire life.
Yeah, man. When you go on the internet, look up this. I don't know his name, but there was a Japanese dude that killed himself because he made a lot of money off of Bitcoin. He closed the doors overnight, took all that money, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. To this,
why did he kill himself?
Good question. Good question. Good question. Good question. We don't know. Good question.
Fucking Japs.
But that was on the internet. But that's how much money was involved, man. Yeah, for real.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Honestly, I didn't know that such a thing existed.
That's right.
Well, yeah, I get that too, but I mean, taxes are necessary.
I just heard about Ramos, Captain. Glad we reached him in time.
If you want to drive down your local roads where you live and you don't want to have a flat tire every other day, taxes kind of matter.
I believe in taxes. I'm a firm believer in taxes.
Because I believe in taxes, not over taxation, ridiculous taxation. No, well, if you're talking to someone who wants taxes removed from a government, just stop talking to them.
Absolutely.
Because they're absolute morons.
Right.
Like, they don't want police departments, fire departments, government-run hospitals, roads without, like, 6-inch potholes, the size of pools. I mean, come on. The list goes on and on and on and on.
I mean, yeah, the guy that doesn't like taxes, the guy that doesn't like taxes, I asked him to create a society where everybody donates something.
Right. Please, I'll wait. Come up with a system. Please. Awesome. Show me where people are just going to be generous with their money. Awesome. Yeah, it's going to be fucking anarchy, literally.
Anarchy! Anarchy! I don't even know what it means, but I like it.
Right, there's so many people that you'll talk to who claim to be like really politically like in the know, and they'll start knocking all these government things that are going on. Like some government programs are fucking bullshit, but others really need to be implemented. And if you take it away, you don't really know what's going to happen in 10 years.
What type of program specifically? I'm just curious, like what program
specifically? Well, healthcare. See, we're getting into a place here.
Oh no! I'm not going to even debate. I was just interested in knowing. That's all.
Obamacare needs to be repealed. It's going to have to be replaced because Barack Obama created a precedent in the government where the people are going to rely on the government to create healthcare for them now. He did that, and it's going to be forever. So there's no more repeal of Obamacare. There's going to be a repeal of replace. There's going to have to be some sort of government.
You know why I agree with you? I lived in England, man. I did. I went to school there. I lived there. Yeah, I did. And I got to tell you, the NHS was a mess then, and it's more of a mess now. You're
NHS, I don't know what that is.
National Healthcare Service, National Health Service. You know, over there, healthcare is free. Whether you get
so it's free in Canada too. Chris left the
party. For the most part, anyway. They sure do. They sure do.
The problem with Obamacare is it worked in the very beginning. Obamacare worked. It's actually called the Affordable Health Care Act. So let's call it what it really is. And it worked. It worked in the beginning. Like, my mother was on it. Now she's on Medicare. She's good to go. But before that, it was good. But now, in the state of Georgia, as of 2018, since the Affordable Health Care Act is still in place and it's still law, only one private insurance company is participating in the Affordable Health Care Act marketplace. One out of 35.
That's right.
Okay? One. And you know why they're not participating? Because they're not getting anything for it. Healthcare is a business. It's not a service. It is a business. They thrive off of making money from companies.
But you
go ahead.
But you know what the real problem with it was, though, man. See, this was the real problem, and I'm not being funny. I swear I'm not. Okay. No. So the main argument was just oversimplifying it. People are going to the hospital, people are getting healthcare services, and the hospitals are losing revenue, they have write-offs, et cetera, people not covered, et cetera.
That's the reason why it was created, supposedly, because people will go into the ER and rack up $25,000 in 5 days and not pay it off.
Absolutely.
And I get that.
I agree.
Sure. So that's when it came into, you get a tax penalty if you don't have health insurance.
And I think that is so messed up. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fucking unconstitutional. The Supreme Court passed it anyways. I'm ashamed.
So far, so but you have to understand what the market was dealing with. See, the issue was, man, notice how when the Affordable Health Care Act came in, no one's premiums dropped. What Obama effectively did, right? What he effectively did was this. Instead of it being 100,000 people in the system and covered, we have 300,000. If you're not in, we're penalizing. Okay, cool, no problem. However, the hospitals never lowered their cost. The pharmaceutical companies never lowered their cost. So what he did was he made more billionaires out of the healthcare system because they never changed their point of cost. But he put more people in the system. That's the problem.
And you know where those government subsidies come from. That's the whole thing. Like that's the whole.
That is so messed up.
That's tax money, dude. That's tax pool money. No, it's not. Dude, health insurance is a fucking stab in the goddamn kidney, and it's been that way for like even before
right.
Obamacare. It's been fucking ridiculous.
That's exactly right.
But it's like a gray area. It's like, how much do you want your government to be involved in things of that nature? Like, how much do you really want them to control that? And as it stands now, it's going to be forever. They're going to have a hand in health insurance for a long time. They can't, dude, the Republicans have the House, the Senate, the fucking Supreme Court, and the White House, and they can't get this shit done. We're done, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. Tax reform's probably not going to come either.
That's not
that
the
wall,
answer.
That Trump wall ain't coming either.
That's not the answer. Oh, it's funny. They really need to lower their costs, man, because they never lowered their costs. And that's the problem.
The only way that private insurance will lower their costs is if the government makes them, and if the government makes them, it's unconstitutional. So
that's right.
You can't do that. It's called a capitalist country. We try to be a capitalist country, and I want us to be. But at the same time, you can't charge me fucking $150 to walk in and get my fucking arm checked, man. Jesus.
I understand. I understand.
Right. But where's the money come from? That's the conundrum.
That's right.
Well, it's going to happen.
They really help.
They're going to start falling off, dude.
Yeah.
Do you really want to go to school for 10 years to become a doctor, and you ain't going to make $150,000 a year no more? You might make 70.
You got that right.
Oh, it's going down by the year. Ever since the Affordable Care came up. I know 2 doctors personally. They've told me personally, this shit sucks.
They don't even take any more Medicaid patients now.
No,
they don't even take them.
Well,
it's not even worth their time. For the most part, it's not really worth their time.
You gotta like really finagle, man. Like you gotta really like do
it's not worth their time.
Well, it's not worth their time. It's not worth the money. They're not gonna get paid for it. It's free.
Absolutely.
Oh, Walker, you might be part of a group that's it's like an outside insurance group where it's like literally a bunch of patients will pay into an account, and everyone shares. Right. And there's like a group of doctors and nurses and institutes that are connected to this, and it's like pulled from that pool, and it's based on how much. Yeah, it's pretty. It's taken on. It's kind of like your Bitcoin type thing.
I'm impressed, Agent. Tricky assignment. You did what had to be done.
Yeah, and he would be like your own private doctor. Like he had 24 access to him, didn't you?
Oh, I've heard about this on Sean Hannity.
That was the selling point. Yeah, see, what the 24-hour access, that was the selling point for him.
People come to your house.
I'm about to go watch Detroit. I'm gonna let y'all.
Hell of a job. All right, brother. Take care, man.
All right, man.
All right, y'all be safe. Take care.
Hey, hold on. Stay in the party, bro. Stay in the party. Wait, don't leave. I want to add you as a friend.
Word.
Alright, who am I talking to?
This is Wild Child. I mean, it's Killer Cuz.
Killer, okay.
9:30. I feel that.
Dude, I don't have health insurance. And guess what? I haven't paid the penalty once.
Good for you. Good for you.
Seriously, they
no, really.
don't charge me.
I'm not being